Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. Today's video is one that I have been waiting to do for a long time. I'm really excited for this. This is going to answer the question that I get very often of, well, you've tested an awful lot of skincare. What are your favorites? What is your skincare routine? I've passed the mark of doing these 2-week trials kind of like 2 weeks ago. I'm a little late. It's the White Rabbit's fault. But that means I have now tested well over 500 products on my face for 2 weeks at a time. I feel like I've tested a lot of skincare and I've learned an awful lot through these trials, an awful lot. Which is why I want to open this video by saying I am going to talk about products, but it's really been an interesting shift. I know I've commented this exact line of reasoning to at least 2 of you. One thing that's happened to me with testing so many products and especially with taking an ingredients approach, is that I've realized that you're not really, per se, limited to buying this specific moisturizer, this specific serum. You see, once you really understand what's going on with products, why the ingredients that they've chosen are in there, then you can kind of take that information and look at all the other products that are out there, pick the one that might suit your skin the absolute best, pick the one that's at the best price, etc. You no longer feel so locked into products. And I really want to stress this because even though I've chosen a lot of products, as you can see, to talk about, I don't really feel locked into any of these. I could easily switch them out, which is great because we live in a world where a lot of skincare is discontinued anyway. Who knows that game? But it's important for me to say because some of these products are more expensive. I'll even explain why I use more expensive products in some cases, but you, as a viewer, know that you don't have to. Know that you don't have to buy a single product that I show in this video to get results from skincare. I gotta have an intro for this video, so there's quite a few things I need to say. One is 2 years of an intense skincare routine has actually really shown some amazing results. I was looking at some of my old videos the other day and I can't believe how much more my skin glows. That's the major difference. My skin glows and it's so much clearer. If you don't already know, I do have dry skin and I'm acne prone. I have had some terrible cystic acne in the past and now I just get a blemish here or there. And trust me, I'm happy with that. Now making this video is actually really difficult because I went into my bathroom, kind of looked at all the hundreds of products in there, kind of hovering like a football player, not sure which ones I would put in this video. Why did I make a football analogy? I don't even know anything about football. I just know we are supposed to be upset at the ref here in New Orleans. It was a lot to choose from, so I decided, okay, we got to figure out some way to eliminate this. So everything I'm going to show in this entire video is all repurchases. I felt like that's a pretty good way to say, okay, I do stand behind these products because I've bought them at least once before. Some of these I've bought 6-8 times. Some of these are truly products that I just keep coming back to. Some are a little newer. The one problem with doing this though is that I found some great new products recently and they're not going to be in this video. Just wanted to note that because I have found a lot of new products that I've liked. Although, you know, I was really thinking about this too. So far, I've not actually changed my opinion on anything once I've tested a product for 2 weeks. I feel like that's worth mentioning. That's really worth saying because I think a lot of times I see people put up first impressions of products and then you see a video that follows like products I've changed my mind on. I think that, you know, if you really put 2 weeks of paying close attention to what happens, what a product's doing, I do think you can kind of stand by your word a lot better. So anyway, let's get into this video. Wait, one more thing. I've got a giveaway. Of course I've got a giveaway. This is a huge occasion, to me at least. 2 years, 500 products. I want to celebrate by giving to you guys. So many of you guys have been along for this journey and it's just made it so much more fun. You know, when I started this, I had 200 subscribers back 2 years ago. 200. And we've grown to this. So what I'm going to do is take you through a very simple AM and PM routine, showing you the products that I default to. These are the products that I use when I don't have other products that I'm testing. I come back to these over and over and over again. I know this is going to be a long video. If you don't want to sit through the whole thing, but if you do struggle with acne and you feel like you've tried absolutely everything and nothing works, then at least listen to this very first product I'm going to show you because this was a huge game-changing moment for me. Not particularly the product, but the actual act. It was probably about maybe a year and a half ago at this point that I read that in France they have hard water, and so they had developed micellar water as an alternative to cleansing your face. Micellar water has these little micelles in it that remove traces of dirt and makeup. So I realized that I do have hard water here, and I took this information and said, you know what, I'm going to try switching to only micellar water to cleanse my face in the mornings every single day, not washing twice a day, washing with water and a facial cleanser once a day. I saw such a huge change in my skin from doing this. I am not particularly loyal to any micellar product. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off Micellar Cleansing Towelettes. It just kind of does it all for you. All you do is open it, wipe your face, follow with your routine, good to go. I've seen such a reduction in my, in particular, cystic acne since making this switch. If you haven't tried it, it's worth trying. Again, you don't need this product. There is a great option from Garnier, although a lot of people in my other videos have commented that one doesn't work for them, so this may be something. It may be something where you have to spend a little more. I stand by this one. I think Clinique does a good job of making products that are for sensitive skin, not the best for the environment. I do want to be clear that I'm aware of that, but sometimes you just need something that's going to work, and this does. It works for me. Then I follow with the vitamin C serum. This is the Mad Hippie Vitamin C serum. It is very similar to Ole Henriksen's Truth Serum. If you are curious into the breakdown of that, I'll link that video. I took a long time to get on board with vitamin C serums. I really did. I wasn't sure they were doing anything, and at this point, I've been consistent with the vitamin C, very consistent, for probably around 3 to 4 months. Yes, at this point, I stand by vitamin C. I think it takes a long time to see results. I think you're going to probably buy a bottle, go through the whole thing, and wonder if vitamin C is doing anything at all. But by your second bottle, that's about where you start to actually see. I swear by vitamin C at this point. I don't want to be without it. I do think my skin glows so much more since I've made the switch to incorporating vitamin C. Again, you have a ton of options, and eventually I will do a video talking about all the different kinds of vitamin C. But for now, this is a great one. It's not too expensive. It's a little pricey, but it's not too expensive. All right, moisturizer. Moisturizer is actually a really tricky category for me because I don't think that, for me, moisturizer does as much as serums. That's because serums, sorry for the broken record, serums are your treatment. I say that so often. So to me, at this point, I'm not too hung up on moisturizer. I do love this one. This one is the Total Moisture Facial Cream from Benefit. It's a much richer texture than a lot of other moisturizers I've tried. Definitely one I'd say is more for dry skin. But hey, if you don't believe me, believe Kylie Jenner. Apparently it's her favorite. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. I like this. It retails for $42, but I've spent $21 on it twice now. And, you know, again, I think you can shop that way if you really want to. Again, if you know what ingredients you're looking for. Is part of what I enjoy about this the packaging? Yeah, probably. Probably. I'm being honest. But I do like it. I think it's a great moisturizer that works well under makeup and hydrates my skin pretty intensely. So I love this one. All right, sunscreen. You already know. You already know to use a sunscreen. And if you are slacking on it, stop. Because sunscreen, SPF, is one of 2 ingredients that is actually proven to be anti-aging, the other being retinol. Now, in general, I don't have sensitive skin. However, certain forms of chemical sunscreen, and I'm not really sure which ones, but some of them have irritated my skin, so I've sworn by the Neutrogena Sensitive Skin Face for a while. It's cheap. It's an SPF of 50. It does everything I need it to. But in all truth, I've been using a Korean sunscreen lately. My subscribers are the ones who said you'd probably like Korean sunscreens. Y'all were right. My subscribers are right about so many things. I really love when you guys comment. Because this one does leave a white cast, and in all truth, I have to combine this with Drunk Elephant's D-Bronzy. So, you know, if you don't like the white cast, you too may benefit from using Korean sunscreen. I have not yet repurchased any, so I went with one that I have. But will I buy it again? Probably not, actually. For my PM routine, the first product that I use is the Emma Hardy Amazing Face Moringa Cleansing Balm. You do not necessarily need to purchase this one. I do because honestly, I love the texture and I love the smell. I think that for me, the act of removing makeup is just so much of a chore. I don't like it. I don't like taking my makeup off. Like, what kind of a reward is that? You went through all this hard work of putting this beautiful face of makeup on and then you take the whole thing off? That's the real reason I returned to this. I just need something where I'm going to smell it and it's going to take me to my happy place. Wait. Now for cleanser, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I have pretty much zero commitment in this category. I think that you just need to find a good cleanser, one that's not too harsh, one that actually gets the job done. I'd say probably stay in the more gel-like territory here because a lot of foaming cleansers can be really harsh. Exfoliants every day, you really don't want to use a physical exfoliant every day. I'm actually not opposed to them here and there. But I wouldn't use them every day. This one is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Cleansing Gel. It works well for me, although worth noting that some of my subscribers have said it doesn't work for them. I've bought the Murad clarifying cleanser several times, and I do think it helps, but I don't think it helps to the level of a leave-on product. I'm just more prone to spending my money on a product where the ingredients stay on my skin than something that I wash off. So I cheap out in this category in real life. Even though I've tried a lot that I've loved, I cheap out here. It's just not that big of a deal to me personally. For some people it is. And for toner, I'm telling you guys, this e.l.f. Hydrating Water Essence, I understand why it's got a cult status. This is a $10 product that is a beautiful toner. For me, I found better results from using a more hydrating toner than from using a more astringent toner. Some people still swear by the other types, but I love this one. This a $10 one that I've come back to again and again now. I do use an essence. Honestly, I forget it in the mornings a lot just because my morning routine is more rushed than my night routine, but this is the essence that I love, the CosRx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. Yep, it's snail mucin, and yep, it does something magical for the skin. And it's not expensive either. This is a very affordable essence. There are certainly some that are more pricey where you're going to get fermented ingredients benefiting your skin, but this one works for me. Now the number 2 most game-changing product, this is kind of number 3, isn't it? Retinols. As you can see, I haven't opened this one. This is the first product in this video that is unopened. I'll explain why. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Retinol Fusion PM. I have been very, very consistent with this product. I think this is like my 11th bottle. But you need to understand that I have not been paying too much money for this. I found them on all kinds of sale prices. I've paid about $5 for the vast majority of these. So to me, this is why I use this. I like this more than the ordinaries, and I'm paying less. So this is why things get kind of complicated when you start talking about pricey products. It's like, well, but how much did you pay for it? I've been loyal to this, but I don't know if I'm going to stay loyal to this, even though I really do swear by it. It's a very lightweight texture, and I'm quite convinced that you absorb a good chunk of this. I very much feel if you go back and find my Peter Thomas Roth trial, you see that's where just huge changes started happening in my skin. I really swear by retinol, so does the research. But in all truth, I've really been loving that Strivectin one that Influencer sent me, so I haven't repurchased it yet. I haven't run out of it yet. But I will finish this off. This one is my last bottle of this, and then I'll make a decision about which one I buy going forward. To me, the most important ingredient in these products is retinol, pure retinol. Hydroxypanacolone, it's one of those new retinoids where it's kind of got a lot of hype attached to it, but for me personally, I have not felt like I saw the results from HPR that I see from plain old retinol. And then I use the Luxme Pure Nautical Melt at night. There is nothing in this that is going to cause any kind of irritation, and that's very important for me when I'm using a retinol product. Sometimes I have had irritation from retinol, even just plain old retinol. So I like this. It's simple. It's a little bit heavier. It is a little heavier, but that's fine for me at night. I love this company. I've talked about them a ton. I'll link the video in which I talk about them. I adore them so much. In all truth, though, you don't necessarily need this product. I would just recommend, okay, if you want me to be completely honest, I would just recommend something that is highly occlusive. And, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I think you can get away with Vaseline. Prove me wrong. No, I really do mean this. I really do. I see no reason why you can't use a hydrocarbon product if it's really just locking in everything at night, and Vaseline will do that. So there's my highly budget-friendly tip. I've done it too. I have done it. I don't want to act like I'm coming on here like I've never done this. Here's something that might work. No, I've done it. I'm sure I'm not making friends with any brands by saying, yeah, Vaseline's fine, but shoot. If it's not one of the first ingredients in La Mer, I'm just saying. So I've still got a lot of products even though I took you through my basic routine. I'm going to try to speed through these because these are what I call alternates. Like I switch these in and out of my routine. Let's do oils first. I've become a real fan of oils more recently. I've talked about this in quite a few videos. I have a lot of bougie choices here, a lot of bougie oils that I could put up on the screen and be like, this $100 oil is beautiful. But I can also sit here and confidently tell you, I do really like Physicians Formula's Argan Oil. I've repurchased this one several times. I used to use Josie Maran's, and now I just use this one. I don't see much of a difference. I also really love the Ordinary's 100% cold-pressed virgin marula oil. This one is heavier. Argan Oil is a better choice, in my opinion, during the day, and marula is a better choice at night. Eye cream. So here's my thoughts on eye cream. This is a tough topic. This is a real tough topic because people have very strong stances on how they feel about eye cream. For me personally, I don't think eye cream is a necessity. for everyone. I think that some people do need eye creams. If you are prone to getting the little bumps under your eyes called milia, that's because you need a very certain type of product on your eye area. So you may have to buy not just any eye cream, but specific eye creams. Whereas a lot of people don't have that sensitivity, and it's no problem for them to just drag their regular moisturizer up into their under eye area. I've done it many, many times without any kind of problems. However, I do like certain eye creams and I do buy them. But if I'm being honest with you, which I do feel I should be, don't you think? I buy my eye creams really because I like the cosmetic benefits. This one's one of my favorites. This is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. It has a yellow tint to it. Yellow cancels out under eye circles, which I very typically have as an insomniac. Not only am I acne prone, I'm also an insomniac. I am very, very used to life suggestions. Oh, have you tried washing your face? Oh, have you tried teas? Teas? I have never heard of this in my life. Where do you get them? Must I go to England or can I go to Publix? I think I just gave away the fact that I'm from Florida originally. Rouses. Kroger? Winn-Dixie. I'm getting sidetracked, aren't I? This product's beautiful under the eyes, and it does have a little bit of a concealer / corrector type of effect. That's what it does. It's also very hydrating. Oh wait, I need to say I was sent this initially. Do I need to say that? Because I bought this one. I don't know. See, that's great advertising, but I think Ole Henriksen knew. They knew they had a good product. It's very hydrating. I like the Tatcha Pearl as well. I purchased that one more recently, but that one it's trickier to use. This one is more friendly on the eye area, just, easier, and also more hydrating, if I'm being honest. Stinky, though. It smells like banana Laffy Taffy. That was not necessary. I could and probably should make an entire video dedicated to serums because I have a lot of thought here. Like I said earlier in the video and 1,000 times throughout my life, serums are your treatment. I need a lot of treatment. I've got dry skin. I've got acne. I need a lot of work on my skin. Now, I think that layering your serums can be really helpful, but in all truth, I typically just apply different serums in different sections of my face more so than layering them, and that's because the serums that I purchase are typically less for layering and more of a it does everything, so mine are pricier. You don't necessarily need to splurge here, but I personally do because of how important they are to me. I've come back to the Clinique Repair Wear Laser Focus so many times in my life. This is pretty much the serum that I used throughout my 20s. I think it's a great serum. It's $49, which is a little pricey, but it's not terrible. However, I kind of have felt like I've been outgrowing this. I purchased the Smart Serum after, sometime in December, after I finished off this, so this one is empty now. And I still kind of felt like I wanted something more. I literally dug through my entire blog trying to remember what products I've really enjoyed. So this is the Clarins Double Serum. I really liked it then, and what's funny is in that video I said that the whole brand is kind of more for... No, they said that the whole brand is more for people in their 40s, and I feel that. I feel that. I kind of feel like the Clinique is a little more for younger people. This one's a little heavier. Yeah, I'd have to say I think this is more for dry skin or more mature skin than my previous serum preference. This particular one was gifted to me, although I did purchase this myself, and I trialed it myself before. But I do really like this one. Half of it is oil-based, half of it is water-based. It's got a beautiful list of antioxidants. This one's silicone-free, by the way, something that I've been gravitating more and more towards. So yeah, this one's a little heavier. Again, I think I'm moving towards this one now, but Clinique will always have a special place in my heart. I just think your needs can change. Oh, also alcohol-free. It does have turmeric. See how I learned? Thank you so much to the subscriber that corrected me. I would rather be right than try to make an argument like, oh no, that's just how I say it. I say things wrong. Oh, I still haven't said how I use my serums. So these types, these antioxidant types, this is what I use on my under eye area and above my eye. I don't buy a separate eye serum. I just use these in those areas, often on my forehead, and then I will use something like a vitamin C. I'll layer the vitamin C on my face and then on my forehead and then this type on my neck. So I do like chemical exfoliating products. This is the Pixi Glow Tonic. You can see this one I have not opened either. That was a weird structured sentence. I have not opened this one either, but I did repurchase this. I currently have in my bathroom, and I've currently been testing a handful of glycolic toners, mostly by request, and at some point I'll get that video up. But I'm not convinced that I need to spend a lot of money in that category. That's why I purchased this one. I was like, you know what? This does everything I need it to. This one is a funny story. This is the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. I think that this is one of the best products that I've ever found because I don't feel like I need to repurchase it. Bear with me, let me explain. A while back I had some pretty bad acne scarring. This, by the way, is my bare skin. You are looking at my scars, or what's left of them at this point. I feel like this made such a huge difference in scars that just weren't going away. And what's amazing to me, and what I gotta give Drunk Elephant a ton of credit for, is that I genuinely don't feel I need to repurchase this. I feel like it did its job, and now I'm done, and now I can move on with my life. That's amazing. I respect Drunk Elephant. No, Tiffany is not my boss. I'll never let that go. I'll never let it go. This was a really great product for me. They also, I've also been testing Sukari. A lot of this is going to come soon. Why do I jump ahead so much? Anyway, I do like Drunk Elephant. I think they have a lot of good targeting products that fix the issue. Amazing. And then also the Philosophy Micro Delivery Peel. A lot of people thought that I didn't like Philosophy when I did a trial of this brand. I think it's just because I was a little sassy about their motivational quotes. I just can't help it. It's my nature. I promise you I'm a genuine person, but I'm a little sarcastic. I can't do things like motivational quotes, demotivational quotes. Yes, I can do that. If you ever see my Instagram covered in motivational quotes, I've been hacked. It's just not who I am as a person. I still actually really liked the brand Philosophy. This right here is the Micro Delivery Peel. I saw great results from this. I think that having the two-step system is actually really smart. So you got vitamin C crystals here, the lactic salicylic blend here. It's just a fantastic product that does everything. Salicylic for fighting acne, lactic for reducing scars, vitamin C for giving you a glow. This is a great product. 4 more products to talk about, and this is for targeting specific needs. Now again, I have dry skin and acne, so here are my acne treatments. This is the Murad Acne Clearing Solution. It is a 0.5% salicylic acid treatment. I've come back to this again and again because I really think that if I use this consistently during the day, I absolutely see a reduction in acne. This is kind of more of a preventive step for me with being 0.5%. It has made a big difference in my skin personally. You could also use any kind of a BHA toner. Paula's Choice has a great one that I didn't repurchase just because I didn't. I don't know why I don't buy that much from Paula's Choice. I really don't. And the Mario Badescu Drying Lotion. I've bought so many bottles of this. This is great. Kate Somerville has a good one as well. These are super simple products. It's basically sulfur and salicylic acid, which are going to target your acne, and then calamine in here to reduce inflammation. I really feel like it does. If I do have an angry pimple and I put this on the spot overnight, the next day it's a lot less angry. Now, I actually have a lot of masks that I like for my dry skin, but I am going to say that sheet masks are pretty helpful in this category. This is the H2O Oasis Water-Infused Hydrating Gel Mask. Really and truly, I should be holding up the pharmacy masks, but I just used the last one last week, so I no longer have any, and I threw it out. I'm really bad at doing empties videos, you guys. I try, and then I throw away half of things because that's where garbage goes. How am I supposed to remember to put the garbage in a filming box? How's that going to happen? So anyway, I bought that one probably 15, 20 times. This one is a little newer, but what I like about this one is that it's in 2 parts and it's $4. So this one is cheaper. I do think that it makes my skin look so much more hydrated, and that's what sheet masks do. You can buy a cheaper one, but I actually really like the way this fits to my face because who knew that having a small face is a thing? And then I recently repurchased this. This is the Skin Iceland Hydrocool Firming Eye Gels. I don't think this is really that necessary, but sometimes I do have bad under eye circles. Sometimes my under eyes look really rough, and I think there's a subtle result from using something like this. I think it's a little more for relaxation if I'm being honest, but I do like this. It does stay in place. Both of these stay in place, and that's a huge thing for me. I can't handle those. I can't handle any products that are going to slide off my face if I decide to suddenly stand in my living room while flossing. Too many confessions in one video. Too many. Too many. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, which you should do regardless because this is a giveaway. But as a bonus, for those of you that made it to the end of this video, tell me a little something about your skin, and if you are the winner, I will throw in an extra item customized for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.